Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about how to turn a brand new employee into one of your company's greatest champions, right from day one. It's all about making that first impression really count. For them, for you, and definitely for your customers.
So let's kick things off with a pretty wild example. There's this fast food chain, Pal's Sudden Service, and they make every single new hire go through 120 hours of training. Yeah, you heard that right, 120 hours before they're ever allowed to interact with a customer. It sounds kind of crazy, but trust me, there's a genius reason behind it.
So what's the result of all that intense prep? Well, get this. Their employee turnover rate is only 1/3 of the industry average. In a business that's notorious for people constantly coming and going, they've cracked the code on making people want to stick around.
I think it's even better. Their error rates are 10 times lower than their competitors. 10 times! That means fewer mistakes, way happier customers, and a business that just runs like a well-oiled machine. This just goes to show you, investing heavily in your people from the jump isn't an expense, it's a massive competitive advantage.
This brings us to a really crucial point. Onboarding is a high-stakes game. We're not just talking about some HR formality here. Those first few weeks can literally determine an employee's entire future with your company.
Think about it. When onboarding is disorganized, or just plain bad, you risk losing amazing people almost as soon as they've walked through the door. The data's pretty clear that a huge number of employees who decide to leave make that choice within their first month and a half.
And the impact of getting this right is just huge. Look at the numbers. Organizations with really solid onboarding programs see 82% higher retention. On top of that, they see 70% higher productivity from those new hires. I mean, those are stats you just can't afford to ignore.
So, the big question is, how do you actually build a process that gets those kinds of results? Well, it all starts with crafting that perfect first impression. And believe it or not, it begins even before your new hire's first day.
We've all heard the horror stories, right? A new person's first day can be a total nightmare. Just a confusing mess of paperwork, feeling isolated, waiting around for IT to get their laptop working. Or it can be this amazing, warm welcome that makes them feel confident and genuinely excited to be there. The difference between those two experiences is just everything.
The secret weapon here is something called preboarding. It's all about taking care of the logistics and building up excitement before day one even happens. Get that paperwork done online beforehand. Make sure their computer and all their logins are ready to go. Send them a schedule. And have their new manager or a teammate send a quick, personal, "Hey, we're so excited to have you" note. These are simple steps, but they have a huge impact.
Then, during that critical first week, the focus really needs to be on connection and culture, not just policies and forms. We're talking about a warm, personal greeting when they walk in, an office tour, introducing them to everyone, maybe a casual team lunch. This is your chance to share what your company is all about, tell some great customer stories, and make sure they're crystal clear on their 30, 60, 90-day plan.
Okay, so once they feel welcome and like they're part of the team, it's time to actually equip them with the skills and knowledge they'll need to really crush it in their role and to help protect the company.
And let's talk about an area that's super important, but often gets overlooked: security. This statistic is pretty shocking. 95% of all cybersecurity incidents involve some form of human error. 95%! That means a new, untrained employee can accidentally become your biggest vulnerability. Training on things like how to spot phishing scams is absolutely non-negotiable from day one.
And beyond just security, your training has to be hands-on. It's not enough to just know about the product. They need to practice. Let them shadow your veteran team members. Have them role-play tough customer situations. This is how you build real confidence before they're ever facing a live customer.
And hey, don't forget compliance training. I know, it can sound boring, stuff like handling credit card payments properly or protecting customer data. But this isn't just about checking off a legal box. It's about showing your customers that you take their trust and their privacy seriously. Your new hire is now a guardian of that trust.
But look, having all the right technical skills is only half the battle. A new hire's success really gets supercharged when they feel a real connection to the team. So let's look at how we move them from being just an individual to being a fully integrated team member.
You know, one of the most powerful and simple tools for this is the buddy system. You just pair up a new hire with an experienced coworker. And this is key, someone who is not their manager.
This buddy becomes their go-to person for all those little silly questions, helps them figure out how things really work, and is just a friendly face in a sea of new ones. It's an instant support system.
And that support can't just fizzle out after the first week. Having structured check-ins at the 30, 60, and 90-day marks is so important. It's a chance to give feedback, sure, but it's also a golden opportunity to ask them for their feedback on how the whole onboarding process is going.
So when you start to combine all these things, that warm welcome, the practical, hands-on training, and the genuine social connection, you realize that onboarding isn't just a one-time cost. It is a powerful, long-term investment that is going to pay dividends for years to come.
At the end of the day, it really boils down to this simple truth. When your employees feel valued and prepared right from the beginning, they're more engaged, they're more motivated, and that positive energy translates directly into a better experience for your customers, which, you guessed it, leads to a healthier bottom line. It's a perfect cycle. So, as we wrap this up, the question I want to leave you with is this. Is your company's onboarding just an administrative checklist you have to get through? Or is it a strategic launchpad designed to propel your new team members towards success and help them make the biggest impact possible? Because the answer to that really does make all the difference.